Candy AI and Promptchan are often searched by the same type of user, but they solve different problems. That is why a simple winner-takes-all comparison is not very useful. If you want a polished AI girlfriend app that feels easy to start, Candy AI is usually the more direct choice.
If you want to create visual content and care more about prompts, images, and style control, Promptchan enters the conversation. The important question is not which brand sounds hotter in an ad. The question is whether you want a companion experience, a generator experience, or a mix of both. Let us start with Candy AI. Candy is strong because it understands the first session problem.
A lot of AI girlfriend apps fail because the interface feels messy, the character setup is confusing, or the app makes you work too hard before anything fun happens. Candy AI is built to feel approachable. You browse, choose, or customize a companion. Start chatting and quickly understand the product. For beginners, that matters more than people admit.
If an app cannot make the first 10 minutes smooth, most users never reach the advanced features. Promptchan is different. The search intent around Promptchan is usually less about daily conversation and more about image generation, character visuals, and prompt control. That does not mean it cannot be part of an AI companion stack. It means you should judge it differently.
A great image tool can still be a poor chat companion. A great chat app can still be limited for visual creation. If you compare them using the wrong test, you will pick the wrong product. The first test is conversation. If your main fantasy is texting a companion who reacts naturally, remembers enough context, and keeps a romantic or playful tone without constant friction, start with Candy AI.
Test it by creating one character, setting a simple personality, and talking for 15 minutes. Mention a preference, change the topic, and return to it later. The app does not need to be perfect, but it should feel coherent. If the chat is the thing you will use every day, Candy has the cleaner value proposition. The second test is visual control.
If your main fantasy is building a look, experimenting with images, and generating variations, Promptchan deserves the harder look. You want to know how much control you get over style, pose, clothing boundaries, realism, and repeatability. The danger with any generator is that it looks amazing in a demo but becomes inconsistent when you try to reproduce a specific character.
If you spend more time fixing prompts than enjoying the result, the tool may be too much work for casual use. The third test is pricing. Candy AI pricing should be judged by chat access, character features, premium messages, and any media extras you actually plan to use. Promptchan pricing should be judged by generation volume, quality, speed, and whether credits disappear faster than expected. This is where people make mistakes. They compare monthly prices without comparing usage. $10 for a chat app and $10 for a generator do not buy the same thing. One buys ongoing conversation. The other may buy a limited number of outputs. Before upgrading either one, do a small session and ask, what would I actually use every week? The fourth test is friction.
Candy AI generally aims for low friction. Open the app, pick a companion, chat. Promptchan may reward users who enjoy tweaking prompts and learning what works. Neither approach is automatically better. It depends on your personality. If you want the app to carry the experience, Candy is probably more comfortable.
If you enjoy being the creative director and testing variations, Promptchan can be more satisfying. There is also a privacy angle. With Candy AI, be careful not to overshare personal details in chat just because the interface feels intimate. With Promptchan, be careful with what you upload, describe, or try to generate. Keep everything legal, adult, fictional where appropriate, and respectful.
These tools are entertainment products, not private diaries. Use them with the same common sense you would use for any account tied to billing and personal preferences. So, who should choose Candy AI? Choose Candy if you want the best beginner path into AI girlfriend chat, if you care about a polished companion feel, and if you want something that is easy to test without learning a new creative workflow.
Candy is also the better first pick if you are comparing apps like Our Dream, Louver AI, Lovescape, or Joy, and you need a baseline for what a mainstream AI companion should feel like. Who should choose Promptchan?
Choose Promptchan if your main interest is images, character visuals, prompt experimentation, and pushing a creative generator.
It is less about replacing Candy and more about filling a different role. Some users may use a companion app for chat and a generator for visuals. Others will prefer one platform that tries to combine both. That is where XTs or other visual companion apps become relevant alternatives. My verdict is simple. Candy AI is the better first test for AI girlfriend chat.
Promptchan is the better comparison when image generation is the priority. If you are unsure, start by deciding what you would miss more: natural conversation or visual control. If you would miss conversation, try Candy first. If you would miss images, compare Promptchan with other generators before buying.
And if you want the current recommended route for most beginners, check the link in the description. Run a short trial and only pay when the app matches the way you actually plan to use it.